I finally arrived at the Goose Convention. Anyone up for a game of Duck Duck Goose? You guys? Duck Duck Goose? Hey, someone just grabbed my butt. Did one of you guys just goose me? Is this what they call a gaggle of geese? Does this mean I'm down in Gaggle Rock? What the hey? Crazy Joe here. Just got out of my second movie of the day. It's the same Blobfest, my last video. Same day, later on. Went home from Blobfest. Got my second wind later in the night and decided to go out and see The Big Sick. Obviously, if you watched my Blobfest video, I saw House of Wax at Blobfest. But I've been wanting to see this, and seems as good a time as any. Got a lot of plans for Sunday. We're on a weird schedule during the week right now because my stepdaughter's in camp. So you want to see something, it's like, well, when are you going to do it? You got to find the time, and that's not always easy. So went out, saw this, and it's a good movie. It's very good. It's different than most of what's out right now. Obviously, we're in blockbuster season. You're getting all the big summer blockbusters, and this is a smaller, quieter, more personal movie. Very funny though. Kumail Nanjiani, whom stars, if you're a fan of Silicon Valley on HBO, then you probably know Kumail. I'm a fan of that show, and this is his true story. He wrote it and he plays himself in the movie, and it's the story of how he met his wife. And his wife does not play his wife in the movie. An actress plays his wife, but he plays himself. And it's an interesting story because he is Pakistani and from a traditional Pakistani Muslim family, and they wanted him to have an arranged marriage to a Pakistani woman, and he fell in love with someone who was not Pakistani. And this is the real story. So it's good, it's interesting, it's funny, it's very funny. Ray Romano and Holly Hunter are in it playing the girl's parents, and they are both hysterical. I was not an Everybody Loves Raymond fan, so I guess not everybody does love Raymond, because I didn't love Raymond, but he's great in this movie. Now, I mentioned in a previous video that Batman v Superman was my favorite movie of last year. Holly Hunter is in Batman v Superman as a senator, and she has a great line about pissing in a jar and labeling it Granny's peach tea. And the funny thing is, every time I looked at her in this movie, I just kept thinking about Granny's peach tea and giggling to myself. Maybe I'm childish, maybe that's immature, but that made me laugh. So, Granny's peach tea. Funny little anecdote. Someone brought in a pitcher, a gallon of lemonade to work the other day, and left it out for people to drink from. There was like a birthday party, some cake, and some people had brought beverages to go with it, and this gallon of lemonade was one of the beverages. And someone with a Sharpie labeled it Granny's peach tea. And when I saw that, I just busted out laughing. It really was funny. I thought so. That's in fact, I have a picture. If I can find that picture, I'll insert it here. And if no picture is inserted here, that means I couldn't find the picture, but I did take a picture. So that's a bit of a tangent that has nothing to do with the movie. But I recommend this movie. I say check it out. It's certainly different than a lot of what you're getting this summer. And you know, people keep talking about what a terrible summer this has been for movies. I keep hearing that. I keep reading that online. Oh, it's been a disappointing year, disappointing year. I don't agree at all. I think it's been a strong year. I guess people are talking about the movies that I had no expectations of anyway. Like, people are like, oh, well, new Transformers was terrible, and Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't that good. I guess that's what they're talking about, but I didn't expect much from those movies anyway. I'm not really a fan of those franchises. I didn't go see those movies because I don't care about those franchises. So it's like, I guess you can't be disappointed by something you have no expectations for anyway. The movies I had expectations for were Guardians of the Galaxy, loved it. Wonder Woman, loved it. Hey, I'm wearing the t-shirt. Spider-Man, Planet of the Apes. Those movies that I wanted to see, that I had expectations for, I really liked them. And now this is yet another pleasant surprise. Something about the shadow on my face is making it look like I'm talking out the side of my mouth or something. It's a little bizarre, is it? It's all shadows. It's because of the light, but it's weird looking. So, anyway, keep on wearing those pajamas.